So this is true. This radar image right here is one of the very first images taken of a tropical cyclone, otherwise known in this case as Typhoon Cobra, sometime on December 18th, 1944. And what's fascinating about this particular storm is looking at this, it's very clear what it is now with, decades of looking at radar. You can see the eye right here. You can see rain bands right here that rotate around. This is very clearly a tropical cyclone. It was still a relatively new idea in 1944 to track weather using radar, and in addition to that, the Admiral of Task Force 38, William Halsey Jr., received information that was inaccurate about the storm and didn't realize it was coming towards them until December 17th when it was nearly on top of them. As the storm approached, Task Force 38 was in the middle of refueling most of its ships, with many of its destroyers having only 10 to 15% of their fuel reserves remaining. As conditions worsened as the storm approached with 165 miles per hour sustained winds, Admiral Halsey made the decision to order the entire fleet into the center of the storm. Many of the ships in the fleet bore the full brunt of a Category 5 hurricane over the next several hours before the storm dissipated on December 19, 1944. In total, the U.S. had 3 destroyers capsize and sink during the storm. The USS Monaghan with 256 men drowned, the USS Hull with 202 men drowned, and then the USS Spence with 317 men drowned. Now, one of the interesting stories about this particular storm was aboard the USS Monterey, which was an aircraft carrier. During the storm, it rolled back and forth, hard to port, hard to starboard, hard to port. Inside its hangar bays, that caused many of the planes to tip over and slam against the walls, catching on fire, causing a massive fire aboard. The fires aboard the Monterey killed 3 sailors aboard, but was eventually brought under control by a team on the ship. One of the individuals aboard the USS Monterey that was attempting to fight the fires was a young Lieutenant Gerald Ford, future 38th President of the United States.